All right.
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Listen to me, talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around, or smoking of any kind, the police may properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Okay, good morning, everyone. You're gonna have Ms. Harris as Ms. Lawson, it appears that you're supposed to be in Judge Shannon Holmes' courtroom. Can you hear me, ma'am? Well, she's got me on here.
Yeah, no, it's scheduled for the courtroom to go to the
It is. Remand returns to Judge Holmes. Okay. Very well. Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
you're supposed to be in Judge Holmes' courtroom. That would be, the Zoom number is 360-133-0000.
All right.
All right, you got that?
Yes.
All right, have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
Mr. Jalen Lamar,
Yes.
good morning to you.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. All right, let's call the city of Detroit. What is that?
Mr. Lamar, Jalen Lamar, you might want to mute.
Okay.
Is that him using the bathroom?
We're just gonna say he might have been just running water.
I guess so. It sounded like some running water, didn't it? Listen, Mr. Devon, good morning to you.
Yes.
You've been here before, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Quay Greer, case number C4861821. Also U798333811, and also U981756113. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. Don't do that yet. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of the named defendant.
All right, so we had a little discussion with Mr. Greer. You came in on part of that discussion. He's already pled to these things and he owes some money. These things date back to 2016. The case that's on the docket today. In the other two cases, he still has an outstanding balance of $330 for each of the other two cases, $446 for this case. So he indicates that he's not employed right now, except for doing some odd jobs of working on cars from time to time and working as a barber. He has the case of a minor unlawful in public place during school hours. And that dates back.
7. That was when I was 13.
Let the judge talk, Mr. Greer, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So it dates back to February 25th of 2013. He also has an EWOP ticket that dates back even further. He indicated that he was 13 when he got the minor ticket in public place. So this was 2 years prior to that, so it's probably about 11 or 12. He did indicate that he was young and kind of irresponsible at the time, and also indicated that his living situation was not the greatest, which was the cause of him maybe getting into a little bit of trouble in school. He further indicated that he has since got his GED, so he completed high school, which I congratulate him on.
Thank you.
And he's here today to apparently make some amends to what he owed some years ago. So I'm inclined to do something for him. I don't know if you want to speak with him or not in the breakout room, Ms. Harris, to see what the court can do or give the court some options. And then we'll come back and discuss those if we want to.
If I could speak with him in the breakout room, please, and thank you.
All right, you want to talk to the lawyer, sir?
Yes, please.
All right, join the room, please. All right, Officer Johnson, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Oh, very well. I don't see that. I don't see that you're supposed to be here today. Oh, okay, I do see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Goldberg.
Yes. Okay, Lou, Mr. Lou.
Monticello Lewis.
Monticello.
How you doing, sir?
Somebody that has also something that appears to be old. Good morning to you. Among other things. All right. Did that person with that iPhone 12 mini, did they ever get their device together?
That was me. I'm sorry, sir. That was me, but I just re-entered the room and changed my name.
Okay. Yeah, this file.
Monticello?
Monticello.
Yeah.
He was the second one.
Yeah, she'll tell us how to grab us.
All right, she's gonna get your stuff together, sir. What about O'Neill?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Dwight Greer. I give you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Let me ask you this, sir. Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Good. All right. So
So, Your Honor, upon speaking with him in the breakout room, one thing that I am happy to note is that he would be able to make a $200 payment by Friday. And if the court allowed an even greater window of time, so within 30 days from that payment, he would be able to make another $200 payment. We're hopeful that those two payments would then help him to be able to either have some of the other amounts waived and or reduced if there are any late fees or penalties involved.
All right. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, sir. You went to Henry Ford High School?
Yes.
That's the school my wife graduated from. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say this, I appreciate your candor, your honesty about things that's going on, the questions that I asked you. I most definitely appreciate, despite the fact that you are going through some difficult times at a young age, that you made sure that you got your GED, although I haven't verified it, but I'm gonna take your word for being able to accomplish that. And
Thank you.
what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna resentence him on the failure to display a valid driver's license. At this time, I would fine someone $240 for this, and that would settle that up. So I'm gonna resentence him to a $240 fine. And let me see. I don't understand why back in those days they didn't allow him a delayed sentence on these other things so he could keep his so he wouldn't have a misdemeanor record.
That's what I said.
Sometimes, Your Honor, just depending on who the prosecutor was and or the judge, hate to say that, the judge may not have allowed it if it was written on the recommendation.
Well, they said the last time I went to court, I was back and forth. So
All right, I'm gonna resentence him on that to $240 fine. Same thing I would give anybody else today. And I'm gonna give you, how long will you say it will take you to pay that $240?
I'll have my first payment on Friday. I can probably pay the full $240 on Friday, and then the next few payments I have to make, I'll just pay after that.
I'm not gonna supervise a payment plan. I'm gonna just put it on you to give me when you will have this $240 paid off.
Oh, Friday, okay.
The whole $240 you can pay off Friday?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna see you back next Monday. What's today? Today is the 24th. So I'm gonna see you back on the 31st. Well,
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to see you back on the 31st unless you haven't paid, unless it's not all the way paid off. So
Okay.
January 31st, 2022, you gotta have that paid off. I'm gonna set it for a review at 8:25 a.m. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we wait? And for the other two matters, what I want you to do, since you're not working, sir, you can give you some of your time to some people that really need it. So I'm gonna sentence you on each of those cases, I'm gonna re-sentence you on each of those cases, U79-833-811 to 10 hours of community service. And on U98-175-613, I'm gonna re-sentence you to 10 hours of community service. I'll allow you to do 12 hours of community service in lieu of the $240 if you like. That's gonna be a total of 32 hours of community service, or 20 hours of community service and $240.
Okay.
All right, let's get him to Ms. Green. You have an ink pen, sir?
Yes. Okay, I'm ready.
Take your hat off, sir. With the Galaxy. Yeah, here. All right, 313-965-8130. That's Miss Green.
Okay.
And they should contact you, but if they don't contact you, let me get a phone number for you too.
Yeah, I was gonna 313-482-8027.
8027.
Yes.
Do you have a driver's license, sir?
The police took it, and I'm actually waiting on my new one in the mail. But no, I don't have my.
Take it.
Huh?
When did the police take your driver's license?
Not too long ago. They found me squatting at an apartment building, and they gave me a warning, and they didn't give me my wallet back when they took off.
So what is your current situation? What's going on with you now?
Really, I'm just moving around, trying to save money to get out of the situation I'm in. I mean, still pretty much always been the same.
Do you have any kind of misdemeanor record outside of these other charges?
No.
Or do you have any felony record?
Nope. I just can barely keep a job with my situation.
And you have a GED, correct? Do you want to try to reach out I can reach out to the Wayne County Sheriff. They're hiring, and they're full-time jobs, full Cadillac of benefits. They pay $46,000 a year starting off, and it goes up to, he tells me that they even make up to $65,000 depending on up to $65,000 because they got a lot of overtime that they need people for. You want to try to get that job, sir?
Yeah, please. But with them taking my ID, my social, and my ID identification card was in there, so I don't have that's my main problem. I don't have a way to prove who I am to get the job.
Well, why can't you go to I want you to take this number down. His name is Mark Diaz. MARK DIAZ.
Okay.
His number is 313-820-8437. So anybody else that doesn't have a criminal record that's looking for a job, they can take that number down as well. Why can't you go back to the police station and get your ID?
By the time I made it up there, they told me they threw all the belongings away. And every time I called, it was an officer that I kept giving her a name, Officer D. Brown. And she would say she was on vacation before the holiday, and that was way before Christmas. Then come New Year's, they said that she's still on vacation. Then when I called back on the first of the year, he told me I might as well just go ahead and chuck it up to buy new information for myself, an ID, social, OSHA card, whatever else was in my wallet. I had to replay.
Is that the officer that took the information, D. Brown?
Yeah.
And what precinct do you know?
Second. It was Sergeant, to be exact. D. Brown. And I just been getting a runaround for my information, really.
And when was this?
December 8th.
Sounds very clear on his information. Sounds very, very clear on his information. All right. I still want you to reach out to Mr. Diaz, and I'm going to contact him personally. And I'm going to tell him, give him a little update of your situation. This, the most thing you can do is, like you're doing today, is being forthright with him and letting them know the whole situation. Let them know that you still want to try and get the job. It's going to require you to do some testing and stuff like that. But the worst thing they can do is tell you no at the end of the day. But
right.
It sounds like you got the aptitude to do it, sir. I would try to do it. I'm going to say.
I appreciate that, and I'm glad you noticed I have been trying.
Miss Harris, do you know this Sergeant D. Brown?
I do not. But we do have an officer on screen. I'm not sure if the officer might be able to give more insight as to what he might be able to do. Officer Johnson.
Officer Johnson?
Yes, sir.
You've been hearing the conversation that we've had, or you've been?
Yes, sir, I have. Like he made the best. No, I don't. He made the best statement. He went to the precinct. If they gave him the runaround, I don't know what to tell him. He should go back and try to speak to the commanding officer of the precinct and let him know his situation.
Yeah, he was the one who told me to go ahead and replace my information. He was like, if they gave you the runaround this long, there's nothing he can do or nothing they can do.
And that's the commander that told you that?
Yes.
What precinct are you out of, Officer Johnson?
I'm out of the precinct, sir. I'm at traffic enforcement.
Okay. All right. Look here. Let's do this. Let's get this stuff taken care of. How long do you think it's going to take you to get those community service hours done?
Give me 7 days. I'll have that done if I can do it within that time frame.
Well, it's going to be 20 hours. Yeah, I guess you can do 20 hours or 32 hours. I guess you can do, if you just did 8 hours a day, you can do it. But I'm going to give you longer than that. I'm not going to set you up for failure. Let's have you back on February 14th.
Okay.
And let's see what you've accomplished on that. At 8:25. Hey, I'm sure you're gonna get some gratification out of doing this community service. I know that you're in a little difficult situation yourself right now, but you still are able-bodied, able-minded person. And I'm sure you have a lot that you can give to somebody that, despite your situation, you're doing that's doing even worse than you are. So, and then you got some connections that you can be made by doing these community service hours. So, these people are in a position to help other people, and you'll have some allies in that, or hopefully you can make some allies in that and you can have some people to turn to if you need some help. So that's why I'm ordering you to do that. And we'll have you back on February 14th, 2022 at 8:25 a.m. Zoom back in. And in the meantime, we'll see. I want you to go back to that commander, and I want you to take notes on what these people are telling you. And we'll see about that driver's license. If it's been destroyed, it's nothing that we can do from this point. But if not, then we'll see if we can give you some assistance. You have a courtroom number here, or you can get it off the online thing. If you need some help in that regard, then let us know. All right.
Okay. I sure will. Thank you.
Know what's expected of you, sir?
Yes.
All right. If there's nothing further, have a good day. I'm going to reach out to Mr. Diaz. And let me have that file. I'm going to put it over here right here. And I'm going to reach out to Mr. Diaz this morning. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Goldberg.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, who's your client?
My client is my middle son, Jordan Goldberg.
Okay. I see Jordan Goldberg. That's the formal hearing on an expired plate. And we have Officer Johnson here on the line as well. So let's call the case. Do you, where is Mr. Goss?
I saw him once.
I did. He's online. Is he here? Can you hear me? So I'm gonna ask you this, did he have plates on that day?
Yes, he was driving my wife, his mother's car. The plates expired 3 weeks earlier, and there was insurance, and it ended, she went and got tabs the next business day.
Okay, so here's the deal, Officer Johnson.
Yes, sir. All he has to do is present the updated registration, and he can be dismissed.
Well, he's already paid a related the registration ticket for this that he got. He paid that on 11/16/2021. And here, when we see that they paid one, then that's just like a 1-for-1 automatically, you know. So let's call the case. It's the city of Detroit versus Jordan Goldberg, case number SP 127-61851. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Your Honor, Marshall Goldberg on behalf of Jordan Goldberg.
Okay, and Officer Johnson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Officer Robert Johnson, badge number 783, Detroit Police Department, Traffic Enforcement.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a formal hearing on the matter. I do have Mr. Jordan Goldberg was written 2 tickets on that day, no registration and expired plates. So based on his payment of the other tickets, here's Mr. Goss here. Can you put your appearance on the record, Mr. Goss?
May it please the Honorable Court, Dante Goss, P60162, on behalf of the people.
All right, so I got Mr. Goldberg representing his son. I don't think he's getting paid for this. But,
No.
He should charge there, but anyway, I believe that is a family thing there. But Mr. Goldberg is here on a formal hearing. I got Officer Johnson here. Mr. Goldberg's son was written 2 tickets, a no registration and expired plates. As we usually do in this court, he paid the related civil infraction for the expired plates, which I don't know why he did. Maybe because he didn't take his dad's advice.
Actually, Your Honor, they waived it upon my presentation of the documents.
Oh, did they?
They did. And they said they couldn't do the similar thing on this that I had to put in for a formal hearing, or So that's how we ended up here.
Okay, so I'm seeing all these negatives, meaning that they waived, because it has judgment rendered. So they must have just waived the cost. Because it appears that it was paid, but anyway, nevertheless, he has a current registration now. So we'll dismiss provided valid documentation, correct?
That's correct.
And I can
And-
forward if I just know.
You can forward that if you like, but as an officer of the court, will accept the fact that you're not going to fraudulently tell the court after, I don't know, 30 or 40 more years of a distinguished law career on a $145 ticket, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, provided valid documentation. All right, Mr. Goldberg, thank you very much. Good to see you. Have a great day. We'll dismiss the case.
Take care.
You too.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a good day, sir.
All right, thank you, Officer Johnson, and be safe out there, and thank you for the information you provided us for the other gentleman.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's go with Mr. Monticello Ryan Lewis.
How you doing, sir?
Very well. All right, let's call the cases. One moment. This is the city of Detroit versus Monticello Ryan Lewis, case number SP 1134127, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1140304, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1170035, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1188591, SP 1188592, 217257481, 217257491, 217300531, and 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, state your name for the record.
Monticello Lewis.
Let me also call case number C554016, which is also on the docket, but it's spelled, how do you spell your name, sir? Can you spell your first name for the record?
Montecelo.
All right, this is spelled Montecelo without the E. All right, so let me also see what. All right, we're also going to call case numbers SP 1123100, counts 1, 2, and SP 1134081. Let's also call SP 1188591. And let me just suggest you stop driving. It just doesn't, it is, I don't understand it. You just keep on getting pulled over. Oh, wait a minute, let me stop this, Harris. I don't want to convict your client before he's at his hearing. So the allegation is he's the one that keeps getting pulled over. All right, so let me get all this together too. And let me get an updated offer for Mr. Lewis, because it appears that the offer here is it's not updated. So he has some civil infractions. Some were had during the pandemic. Well, we're still in the pandemic. Some were had last year. in November and December, some were had this year. So, let's clear those up now. Let's get those, a motion. You got a motion on those, Madam Counselor?
Your Honor, respectfully request by way of motion to set aside the defaults if any of the civil infractions are in default.
All right, I'm gonna grant the motion to set aside defaults. I know how everything is still a little bit in upheaval, so allow Mr. Lewis to be heard on the on those cases. And after I get all this stuff printed out, I'm going to pass this stuff over to the city attorney. And I see, make sure he gives us a offer on all this stuff. Now, keep inclined and keep in mind that your client has an absolute right to a trial if he so chooses. If he doesn't like the offer that's presented to him, make sure that he gets his day in court. What I want him to do is I want him to get a driver's license. Have you ever had a driver's license, sir?
You say, have I ever had a driver's license?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Do you have a driver's license? I can't imagine you have one now.
No, I don't have one. It shows suspended.
Now, is this the only jurisdiction that you have tickets in, or do you have tickets other places?
I have tickets in Ferndale, Plymouth. I'm not sure of the other one right now. But
So he's not the type to just, are you live in the city? Are you a registered voter, sir?
no, I'm not. Well, I maybe am. Maybe my grandma signed me up. Is someone else able to sign you up?
No, I don't
No,
believe so.
I'm not a registered voter.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22 years old.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What I want your client to do is I'm going to, do you have $90, sir?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, what I want your client to do is I want your client to pay the reinstatement fees up front for these tickets. I'm gonna set aside the defaults in the civil infractions. I'm gonna set aside the defaults in the civil infractions. I'm gonna waive the reinstatement fee. Do I have a waive the warrant fee thing too? No, yeah. Look at that. Thank you, Ms. Good.
Your Honor.
Yes. Hold on, don't say anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna waive the reinstatement fee. I'm gonna waive the warrant costs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
March 25th, 2022, I'm gonna set it for a pretrial. That's gonna be all your civil infractions. I gotta set aside default. March 25th, 2022, pre-trial. Want to say something, sir, or you want to speak to your lawyer before you speak?
Say so.
Huh?
I just want to say something right now. If this ever mattered, I was homeless. I got put on my grandma's house. The car I was in, sleeping in my car. It was during COVID.
All right, let me stop you. What'd you get put out your grandma's house for? How does somebody get put out their grandma's house?
Good question.
Mr. Jamaa,
Yes, Your Honor.
what's only one way that you can get put out your grandma's house?
Oh man, Your Honor, I can't tell you because I walk in my granny's house and eat food whenever I want. I ain't got to put out my granny's house. I can't tell you.
So you know one way where you can get put out your grandma's house. One way.
Gotta be disrespectful or something to her. I don't
Acting a fool.
got to, because I ain't got to put out a granny.
Mr. Lewis.
What's going on,
Tell us now. Now you tell us I got one answer for how you get put out your grandma's house. And how did you get put out?
The simple fact of I'm not finna pay $1,500 a month to stay with you. That's just one. Taking half of my stimulus every month until I'm fed up. And then when I say something, why am I paying you? Is it for rent? She called disrespectful. And it's like I have no power in there. And plus, I'm already supposed to have been off to college. I don't know her like that anyway because I was adopted. My whole family don't know me. I was adopted in Jackson.
Right,
So grandmother that's Untitled Chapter.
So it's it goes a little deeper than
it always
that.
do.
It goes a little deeper than that. All right. So I want you to pay reinstatement fee up front on 2 of the pending misdemeanor tickets. And I'm gonna have a pretrial March 25th, 2022, pretrial, 8:30 a.m. Pay reinstatement fee up front. Be back March 25th, 2022, pretrial, 8:30 a.m. Okay, so what's going to happen, sir, is I want you to come down here as soon as you possibly can and pay these $90. And you tell the cashier downstairs at the window that the judge ordered you to pay the reinstatement fee up front for these 2 tickets. It's gonna be 2 $90 fees. They should know how to do that. What that's gonna do for you is that's going to make you eligible to get a driver's license from the 36th District Court. Now, I'm giving you to March 25th, 2022 with the understanding that you're gonna go to those other jurisdictions and take care of that. That's 60 days from now, so you have 2 months. So I would suggest you start getting on the phone right now and getting to those other jurisdictions to take care of that. I'm giving you an opportunity to come back in here with a driver's license. And then once you get that driver's license, then we'll see how we're gonna resolve these cases. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the quicker you come down here to get those reinstatement fees paid, the faster you will get a driver's license. A clearance is here through the Secretary of State. Those other courts should be able to see that and see that you're making progress on these tickets. And you can tell that other judge what I said. And I'm giving you that opportunity. So I want you to work on that and have it back on March 25th. So let me ask you this. What were you paying for rent before you got what do they call the stimulus checks?
I only got one stimulus check. I meant to say the PUA, it was 1,300, 600 a week. I was paying her
All right,
13.
what were you paying before you got the stimulus checks for rent? How long had you been staying with your grandmother?
Just my last year of high school. I was staying with my dad's girlfriend at the time over on the west side. I graduated from here for school for creative studies down on Cass. But that was I was staying with her. I wasn't paying no rent, but it could have been. It was never about rent. It was just simply because she signed me up. She signed me up for the PUA when I really didn't want it anyway. I was working downtown at Shake Shack and I had orientation at Amazon to be an essential worker or whatnot to have 2 jobs. But she like, no, that's a risk factor. I'm older. Stay home and collect this money. But then she ended up signing me up. So when I got the payment, she paid me or gave me the debit card. So we took debit for her. And she said, in the morning, withdraw my money because without this, you wouldn't even have this money. So I'm cool. I'm like, oh, all right, sure. I mean, I ain't do nothing all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go withdraw this money, get my half, her half. I did that 3 or 4 more times. I wasn't going. That's not $1,500 a month. It's just, we could have made it wasn't even about rent. So we could have made an establishment like, oh, you want me to pay you like even $500 a month? I'd go grab a studio apartment that was on my Facebook or room or anything if it was about sheltering. There ain't no love circulating in that house. I don't feel nothing. Getting down on your grandson, that's not, she always talk about standing for something and respect. I didn't feel respected. I just felt used. You know what I'm saying? And she had 5 more other clients that come to her porch.
Let me just stop. I'm asking you this. How long were you staying with your grandmother before all of this happened?
2 years.
And how much did you pay her in that 2 years before you got the stimulus check?
I never paid her.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. So you stayed with her for 2 years. Once you start getting a check and she starts getting whatever she asked you for the check a month, and this was only how many months?
3 months.
For 3 months. And you didn't like that.
I didn't know it was a financial agreement.
Let me ask you this. I wouldn't look at it as somebody that's trying to use you. Because if she was trying to use you, she would have been trying to get money from you from day one. But she let you stay there for 2 years for nothing. So I think you got to kind of reevaluate how all of that went down a little bit. Now, I know you're kind of disappointed that she took the money, more money than you thought that she was that she was deserving to have. But look at what she did for you up until that you got the checks. So I mean, I told you I can hear your situation goes a lot deeper than that, but just pause for a minute and look at the situation. Obviously, she let you into her home because you didn't have a place to go at that point 2 years ago.
Could
And you
have, I could
stayed
have
there.
went, never asked to, I got put there. Never got,
Now,
I never asked
now,
to.
how old were you when you got put there? You were 18 years or older,
My,
weren't you?
when I was 14 years old, my foster parent told me to go find my real parents. I went on Facebook, just found a sibling, and I have kinfolk in Detroit. I'm like, oh, this is a kinfolk from Detroit. I'm gonna try to get in contact with my real dad. You know what I'm saying? He made me go stay with my real dad. I never asked them. I just contacted my brother. They came and got me. Every time, in any house I've been in, I never asked to be there. It's always been, I've been house hopping since I was 3 years old. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel no circulation there. I just feel like I was just housed there. So then it's like, shoot, you feel me? It's not affecting you that I'm just in my room 24/8. You know what I'm saying? Then it's not affecting me. Like, I don't have to really contribute. I'm really am trying to find somewhere else to stay. You can see on my phone, I had apartments.com or rent.com. I'm trying to find places. When I was getting these checks, she taking the other half, though. That could have been my down deposit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff. She knew that I was trying to get a car. I had my license at 17. I could pass that and him trimming. She knew I was out here trying to get, I had 2 jobs. I was a young man that's finna, you know what I'm saying? Still am prospering. But, you know what I'm saying? The situation just was a setback, major comeback.
Do you have a high school diploma?
Yes, I do.
Are you working now?
Yes, I am.
Where
I
you
have a
working?
business. Huh?
Where are you working?
At a dispensary. But I have a business that's tending to like see sales through my Shopify or not. I make clothes and stuff. So I mean, I have like different like local people wearing my stuff. So I just be like, I'm gonna try to go full fledged with that. You know, just
All right.
I'm an
Well,
entrepreneur,
listen.
huh?
All right, listen, you understand what we expect of you today?
Yes.
All right, so I want you to come down here. When can you come down here and pay that $90?
I have to look at my schedule today. Just woke up, so I have to look and see. I'll probably be able to come down there this week for sure.
Come down here this week, pay that $90. Then I want you to call today and I want you to set up those other court dates for those other things. I want you to take some substantial steps in getting a driver's license and come back on March 25th, 2022, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
8:30 a.m., all right?
Yes.
All right, have a good day, sir. Mr. Lee, I have you checked in. All right, let's move on to Mr. Jamaa O'Neal.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Jamaa Laronte O'Neal, case number SP 871-680, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please. Well, let's strike that count 2.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. O'Neal. Mr. O'Neal, please state your name for the record.
Jamaa Laronte O'Neal.
All right. Mr. O'Neal. He didn't check. It's Jamaa. I got.
Oh, you got Jamaa.
Yeah, I said, I don't have. I don't have. You see if you have Jamaa. All right. You don't have a driver's license either, sir?
No, sir.
Well, Your Honor, before could we have the date of the offense and the officer's name who issued this citation?
All right, the date was 4/17/17, the date of the offense, so April 15th, I'm sorry, 2017 at around 4:40 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Gratiot and Manning. I don't have an officer as a personal injury accident, it says, but it doesn't have an officer listed on that ticket. Let's see what this ticket says here. no officer accident drove too fast for the condition. So what I'm inclined to do for your client is, I'll do him like I'll do everybody else. I'll allow him to pay that $45 reinstatement fee up front. And if your client wants to set a trial date, we'll set a trial date. Unfortunately, sir, you waited, I don't know how long to take care of this issue. So the other case is in default. 17, the accident case is in default. That's the civil infraction. So that case, well, what does your client want to do? You want to speak to your client and you can talk to him about, he's got a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah, I just found that out yesterday. My probation officer called me. I'm gonna turn myself in today.
All right. You're on probation, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And have you, what is the situation? If you want to talk to him, you can, Ms. Harris, in a breakout room, or he can talk to me about this now. About where he's been since 2017.
I've been trying to stay out of trouble. I mean, I ain't know I had a driving with no suspension ticket. I knew because I had got into a car accident in April. A car flew across Grasher, and I was coming up Grasher, and I swerved not to hit them. But yeah, I had
Mr. O'Neill, but
yeah.
Your Honor, can we have a breakout room first? Just because I don't want him to say too much.
Talk to him in a breakout room. Join the room, sir. I'll let your client either pay the reinstatement fee up front, or one of two things. He can get the ticket dismissed if he pays the civil infraction, and I will waive the late fee and the reinstatement fee and get him back to the original cost of the ticket. Or he can what was I gonna say? Or he can set it for a trial date, pay the reinstatement fee up front on him. I'll waive the same difference, really. It's the same difference. But anyway, speak to him. I don't know what happened about this being in default so long. So speak with him. You can join that room.
Thank you.
All right. Next, Jalen Lamar is next.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any relation to Kendrick Lamar?
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. So you're piling it on yourself. You went to Fair State, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's going on up there? Are you still at Fair State?
I'm going up there actually this weekend to get readmitted. I was dismissed from the university a year and a half ago.
That's happened to me before. I got dismissed from university too. I got dismissed from Hampton University after being there 3 years for not doing anything. What's your reason for getting dismissed?
I was labeled I had some court issues. I was incarcerated.
Did you take care of those issues?
Legally, yes. School wise, I had to wait until I had was released off probation and no longer a felon.
Okay, so what's your prospect of getting back in?
Well, I'm going up there this weekend. I have to go present them with proof of incarceration because the school did not believe that I was incarcerated for as long as I was. I was actually going to finish up my last semester, 12 credits away from my bachelor's degree in accounting and finance. I was going up there, but I was incarcerated, and that semester I couldn't complete my classes because of my incarceration. So they ended up failing me because I wasn't in class, but I was in jail. So when I tried to tell them that, they said I had to wait till my probation was over. So I was on felony probation. So once I was off felony probation in Wayne County and Costa County, I was finally able to talk to them and try to get back in school.
All right, hold on one second. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. O'Neill, Jamaa O'Neill. I've given you an opportunity, sir, to speak with the lawyer regarding this. What did your client want to do, Ms. Harris?
So, Your Honor, he is hoping to just put this entire thing behind him and move forward. So if he could take advantage of paying the civil infraction, having the misdemeanor dismissed, he would appreciate that.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see, can we go to the screen, Ms. Nash?
Yes, sir.
And that would be case number SP 8716802. Yes. All right, so it got from $258 to $170. All right, what I'm gonna do is, when can you pay this $170?
The $170, can I get like, not this Friday coming up, but next Friday?
Next Friday is February 4th. All right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pay it on February 4th, or are you going to, so let's have you back February the 7th, 2022 for a review. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna force your client's hand a little bit here, Ms. Harris. I want you to either come down to the court and pay that in person, or I want you to pay that $170 at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit.
Your Honor, just a question.
Yes.
If he comes to the court to pay, would he still be paying at the kiosk, or will they allow him in?
They'll allow him in for his money.
Okay.
They'll allow him in. So I'm gonna set this February 7th, 2022. I want you back at 8:25 a.m. I'm gonna make a note. If you pay the civil infraction, I'll dismiss the misdemeanor. And waive costs. So if that thing is in there by the 4th, or by at least by Monday morning, if you pay it before by Monday morning, I would say pay it by the 4th, but if you pay it at the DivDav kiosk, it should go through automatically, or if you pay it down at the court, it should go through automatically. Then you come back to court on February the 7th, 2022, I'll dismiss the misdemeanor and I'll waive the warrant fee and the reinstatement fee, and then you'll be eligible to get a driver's license. And then you need to go check into, who was that judge? Are you Jameer Lamar?
No,
What's
I'm
your last name?
O'Neill.
O'Neill. Let's get him to phone number so he can take care of that other case. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna look up now. Yeah, O'Neill.
Oh, isn't it though? Well, he got
No, it's a felony case.
Oh, okay.
I think they stopped suspending your license for those felony cases, I think. You need to get with Roberta Archer's courtroom. What's her number? Got an ink pen, sir?
Hold on, let me get one. Man.
Yes, that's the courtroom. And then
I got one.
313 965
2282.
2282. Call him right now, sir. I'll see you back on February 7th at 8:25 a.m. Hopefully you get that taken care of. We can get this stuff closed out.
Okay.
All right, have a great day. Good luck to you.
All right.
All right. The gentleman with the Galaxy, yeah. What's your name, sir?
Zurich Odin.
Say that again.
Zurich Odin.
Olden?
Yes.
Okay, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I don't know if looking at his case, he has an open alcohol driver. I don't know if you want what you want to recommend he does. The only offer is open alcohol passenger. I will get to it in a second. Mr. Jalen Lamar.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Mr. Lamar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Find yourself in a kind of unique situation. Ms. Harris, this is the city of Detroit versus Jalen Blaine Lamar. Case numbers SP 11697051 and SP 121911541. Put your appearance on the record, Counselor.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Lamar. Mr. Lamar, please state your name for the record.
Jalen Blaine Lamar.
All right. After talking to Mr. Lamar, getting to know his situation a little bit, he indicates to the court that, well, first and foremost, let's talk about the charges. One charge of reckless driving, for some reason, it has down here no reduced plea. I can only surmise that is down here, no reduced plea, because there's no comments in the section on the ticket to give the city attorney some kind of information on what the allegation is all about. Nevertheless, he has a failure to stop ticket that's sitting in here in default that he got on February 25th, 2021. Is this Big Rapids address your current address, sir?
No, Your Honor.
So is the Livonia address correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I don't know why he didn't take care of the civil infraction timely.
Hey,
I'm not really asking for you to comment on it.
okay.
Because I'm gonna set aside default. As far as these two tickets are concerned, what does your client want to do as far as the reckless driving? I can either see if we can get an offer right now. I think the offer is going to be drag racing. It says no reduced plea. So we can set a trial date and have them come back on both of them, trial date and formal hearing. And then do that. But he indicated to the court that he was expelled. When did you do some time?
I did some time between August of 2020, and then I was released on December 2020, December 21st.
All right, so did you learn your lesson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that somewhere up in Big Rapids you did some time?
Yes, Your Honor. Then my probation was transferred to Wayne County, and then I was a felon for 10 months. I was let off probation on the
probation now?
No, sir. I successfully completed my probation. I got let off probation on October 25th, 2021.
Is that taken under HIDA?
No, I'm too old for HIDA. That was under delayed sentencing felony probation.
So that case is supposed to be all cleared up, correct?
Well, yes and no. They dropped and reduced. They reduced my some of my charges. They reduced my firearm charge to intoxication with a firearm. And then instead of a DUI, they reduced it to invisibility, visually impaired.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where was this? Where did this happen?
That happened in Mecosta County. That happened in Big Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, you see, they're not playing up there, right?
No, not at all.
So you know not to go back out there. You need to go back out there and finish those 12 hours of communities. I mean, he says he's got 12 more hours to go get toward his bachelor's degree. You need to go back there and shape up and get those 12 hours done. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the plan.
Well, I don't see what's so hard about it. Doesn't seem hard at all. You were able to complete probably close to 100 hours or more. And 12 hours should be like a walk in the park. You could probably do that standing up on your head.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. I just when they let me off probation, it's been kind of like a tooth in the nail trying to get them to prove I was incarcerated, and the school won't take me. And I had to go to every the start of the new semester. So when I was let off probation, that was the middle of fall semester. So I had to wait for the new semester to come, and then they won't work with the county. The school won't work with the county. It was a lot of prejudice and bias going on up there. I was labeled a lot of things. So the school, it doesn't have the best open arms towards me. But like I said, I'm still trying to get it done. I had a non-violent offense. I didn't hurt anybody but myself, really. But nobody's really, the school or the county hasn't really been trying to help me. So, and I live 3 hours away. So I have a kid, I work. So I don't always have the time just to drive 3 hours and, to go to the courthouse and deliver this. But I finally have a little off time this weekend. So that's what I plan on doing.
You're taking care of. What do you want to set a trial date in the matter? You want to speak to your client, or what do you want to do, Ms. Harris?
I would want to speak to the client, please, and thank you.
We'll put you in a breakout room and talk to the lawyer, all right?
Thank you.
Yes, all right. We'll pass that matter. Mr. McQueenie?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
You can join that room, Ms. Harris. All right. Mr. O'Neill?
Yeah, Jeremy O'Neill.
I know he's not here.
No, he's in Utah, Your Honor.
Oh, that's not good. He's in Utah, and he's got a misdemeanor case open with me.
Yeah, I don't I'm standing in for attorney of record, Nunzio Provenzano. I spoke to Mr. O'Neill last evening, and he advised me he's in Utah when we spoke.
They don't have any Zoom in Utah?
I don't know, Judge.
Oh, that's not, no, sir. You know they got, they have Zoom in Utah.
They have Zoom all over the world, but I don't know if I could get Mr. O'Neill to sign in without, I think he understood that and I'm not speaking for anybody, but my estimation is I think he understood he didn't have to appear for the arraignment.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jeremy Brandon O'Neill, case number SP 1190008, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1190011, and SP 1235171. Appearance for the record, please.
Patrick McQueenie, I'll be standing in for attorney of record Nunzio Provenzano with the consent of Mr. Jeremy O'Neill on behalf of Mr. O'Neill.
Okay. So let's start off with your client's presence, counselor.
Judge, I'd ask you to waive his presence. He's, as I stated off the record, he's in the state of Utah. We spoke last evening, and I told him that I was covering for Mr. Provenzano. He had no objection.
All right. So
He's a resident of the city of Detroit, Your Honor. He's not a flight risk or anything like that. If you set it for a pretrial, I will instruct his attorney that Mr. O'Neill must appear.
all right, I guess Mr. O'Neill, just by way of looking at the face of the ticket, it should appear that he shouldn't have any problem paying whatever fines and costs may be rendered in this case, huh?
I only know what he's charged with. I presume he won't have any objection to paying fines and costs.
I see he's operating the 2019 Rolls Royce. Maybe it may not be his, maybe he borrowed it from somebody, but
I don't know if anybody would loan out their Rolls Royce, but
there's some people rich enough that it doesn't matter that they do so, All right.
I'm not in that circle of friends, Your Honor.
I'm not either, counselor. All right. So what do you want? A pretrial date?
Yeah, let's set it for a pretrial.
All right. Pretrial date, March 24th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay. I will pass that along to counsel and Mr. O'Neill.
Now, let me tell you this, and this is, I guess, this relates to the careless driving ticket. It's also a failure to use due care and caution, so that kind of indicates to me that it may have been an accident related to this ticket. So he may have tore up the 2019 Rolls Royce. I don't know, but it has on the file here no offer, and for your client to do the Michigan defensive driving course. Now, I'm going to instruct, there's no offer, but I'm of the belief that if he does the course, there should be an offer that would be presented to him just by completion of the course, but that's not the case. So let your client or the attorney that's going to represent your client, which would be basically your client for this today, know that that's what's in the file.
Okay.
We can deal with it on March 24th, and I'll give him some time if he's electing to do so to take that class. I usually give 30 days. He doesn't appear that he needs his driver's license taken care of anytime he seems like he has a driver's license, so.
He does.
Yeah, so that's the discussion, so you can let, his counselor know that, that's the discussion, that's what the city is asking him to do. The city attorney is asking him to take that Michigan defensive driving course before he gets, an offer. I can put that course in the chat. So you can mark that down. And I would type that in exactly how it appears, www.michigandefensivedriving.com. That's the particular course they want to see him take.
Yeah,
So,
I'm familiar with that course. One of my clients utilized that last year.
yeah, so let them know that, and then we can figure out something, figure it out March 24th, what he's gonna do.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, back on the record with Mr. Jalen Blaine Lamar.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Harris, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room, I mean with Mr. Lamar in the breakout room. What does your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Lamar is requesting that, if possible, we speak with the prosecutor to see if we can get some type of plea deal.
All right, I'm gonna pass it and wait till the prosecutor comes in here to see what we can do with that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next up is Mr. Terrence Gavon.
Yes.
You need to learn some Zoom etiquette, sir. Basically courtroom etiquette, but it's Zoom etiquette since you're at home sitting, well, I imagine you're at home. Let's call the cases, somebody's been advising him. This is the city of Detroit versus Terrence Nasser Gavon, case number SP 109-24132, SP 109-2436, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Gavon. Mr. Gavon, please state your name for the record.
Terrence Gavon.
I apologize.
I'm
Gavon.
sorry about the mispronunciation of your name.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, Mr. Gavon, somebody's been it seems like he's been getting some kind of counsel from someone. He paid the related seatbelt ticket that goes with this driving in an unsafe manner. And it seems like he's been getting pretty good counsel, because had he paid the driving in an unsafe manner, he would have signed himself up for the points that go along with the ticket, but he didn't do so. And he also paid, that's dismissed.
Well, I did come to court for 2 of them. I forgot which 2 it was, but I ended up, I think my phone had died and he dismissed them, but I never could get back into the room. So
can I have Mr. Gavon's file, please? All right, so here's the deal. It's been a reckless driving day. He's got a reckless driving as well. So that's a 6-point offense and a mandatory suspension for 90 days. plus a restricted license thereafter for about 180 days, I think, or somewhere in that realm. What I can do is I can allow him to pay his reinstatement fee up front. That way he says he's never had a driver's license. Set it for a pretrial date. I imagine there's no offer in here either. There's no offer in here either. So he's got the driving in an unsafe manner. He's got the reckless driving. If he got found guilty and responsible for both of those, he would have 8 points on his license. They would probably suspend it just for that. And then he's got the driver's license never acquired. We're going to close out the SP 109-79181 because he paid that. And the no proof of insurance. Was paid. We'll close that out as of 207-231-381. So what does your client want to do? You want to speak to him in a breakout room and talk to him about these two the reckless driving and the unsafe manner ticket, and then I'll see if we can get an offer in the meantime, and then give him some options. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir, just like Mr. Lamar, and everybody else has an absolute right to a trial. What do you want to do, Madam Harris?
If we could have a breakout room, please, and thank you. Or Mr. Gavan, did you have a decision, or did you want to speak with counsel?
Just talk to him privately in the breakout room, and you guys can talk. And I'm going to see what Mr. Sadler has. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Join that room, sir. All right, Mr. Sadler.
This is Larry Light.
Okay, Larry Light. All right, let's see. Okay, I see. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. I'm sorry for interrupting.
You didn't interrupt. I asked you who you were, so no apology necessary. Who do we have next? We're gonna call Oliver, Mr. Lee Oliver.
How you doing today?
How's it going, Mr. Oliver?
I'm good.
Tell the city attorney that we need some offers. All right, let's get Mr. Larry Lee. I got it. Need an offer for Mr. Lee Oliver as well. I don't know why these things don't have offers. Do you have a license, sir?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right, run his driver's license, please. Mr. Lee Prentice Oliver. All right, let's put that aside, and get an offer for you. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Van. Counselor, I've given you an opportunity to speak with your client in a breakout room. What does your client want to do?
Your Honor, after discussion, Mr. Gavan is wishing to avail himself of a trial date.
Okay. All right. The trial date, is that the case, Mr. Gavan? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Trial date is March 24th, 2022 at 9 a.m. That'll be for the driver's license never acquired. I'm gonna, what I want you to do, pay reinstatement fee up front. What I want you to do is I want you to come down here to the court and I want you to pay this $45 reinstatement fee. So, and then for the driving in an unsafe manner ticket, I'm gonna set aside the default in that. And I'm gonna waive the reinstatement fee. And I'm going to set aside the default. And then waive the late fee. I'm gonna set it for a formal hearing on the same day, March 24th, 2022. What that'll do for you, sir, is that'll allow you to, you come down here, and as soon as you come down here, you're gonna have to come to the court and pay that $45 up front. That'll get you clearances here at the 36th District Court. And if you don't have any other outstanding stuff that suspended your license in other jurisdictions, you should be able to go to, yes. You should be able to go to, no, that's not the right one.
That's what I think.
Oliver, Louis Princess Oliver.
Lee Princess Oliver.
Lee Princess Oliver. Lee Princess
Oh,
Oliver. So,
Lee.
Lee Oliver, he's on the,
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing.
So what that'll do for you, sir, that'll give you clearances here, and you can potentially go to try to get a driver's license. I don't know if they'll give you one with that reckless driving on your record, but I need you to go try to do that. Pay that $45. You have to come down to the courthouse and let the cashier know at the window that I ordered you to pay the $45 reinstatement fee up front. All right.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna have you back March 24th, 2022. How old are you?
23.
23 years old, so do that, all right? ASAP.
Okay.
And I'll see you back on March 24th.
Okay, and can you repeat the time that you said again?
Repeat what I said?
No, I said the time of the trial date.
The trial date is March 24th, 2022 at 9 a.m. I said, come down to the window and pay that one reinstatement fee up front as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll pay it before. Okay, it'll be paid before Friday.
All right, very well. That'll get you the clearances that you need to even talk about getting a driver's license with the Secretary of State. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. All right, Mr. Lee Oliver, I'm waiting on you. You're valid. Your driver's license is valid. Mr. Zurich Oden.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
He needs an offer as well. But you may not, you may want to set a trial date. We'll see.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna let you speak with the lawyer. I'm gonna let you know what's going on. And you let us know what you want to do. The city of Detroit versus Zurich Odin, case number SP 1205825 SP 1206183, counts 1 and 2. Let's call SP 8731523. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Olden. Mr. Olden, please state your name for the record.
Zurich Odin.
All right, Mr. Olden, you have disregarding a red signal. That's was that a 2 or 3 point offense? 3 point offense, I think. That's in default. It was had this year. So I'm going to set aside the default. I'm going to waive any reinstatement fee so that you can be heard on that ticket. The other one is driving while license suspended and operating a motor vehicle, open intox driver. So with that open intox driver, the city is only willing to offer you open intox passenger. And I call that a non-offer because open intox driver is a 2 point offense. Open intox passenger is a 2 point offense. So with that being said, I can only imagine that the offer will probably be to plead to the open intox passenger and dismiss the other 2 counts. I'll fine you $240 for that. You'll have a misdemeanor on your record of an alcohol violation. You'll have 2 points on your driving record. And then we'll dismiss the other 2 counts. Then he's got a ticket that he needs to settle up on that he entered into a plea back on back in 2017 that hasn't been paid. So I can offer your client, and just like anybody else, some community service if they want to do that. I don't know, are you working, sir? Are you working?
Yes, I'm with hiphopandfriends.org. It's a nonprofit. We write children books and pass them out to underprivileged kids.
Maybe that'll serve as some, you getting paid to do that?
Just a small percentage. So like a lot of it is volunteering.
That's what that's right. And the other one. And can you remove the radio? Open the dots.
The city said he'd give you a 3-month delay on the open intox. That still will remove the alcohol related violation record, but it won't stop the 2 points from being on your record. So I can give your client a trial date. We can see if he can do better, or I can let him take the offer as it's been stated. I thought I told Lossing to go to another court. All right, so let's deal with that. So, sir, you want to speak with him in a breakout room, Ms. Harris? I'll leave the offer open that stands, and he can potentially do better, but he can't do any worse.
Thank you, Your Honor. And yes, a breakout room, please.
Now, obviously, do you have a driver's license, sir?
No.
What's it gonna take to get a driver's license?
I'm working. The Secretary of State called me Friday, and I'm getting my driver record because in 2008 I was in an accident, and I guess like the people I was in the accident with, they filed a claim, so I have a claim on my record.
I got you. And then you have to make a payment plan with them.
Yes.
All right. All right. Talk to him, see what he wants to do, and then we will get him out of here and get him on his way. All right, join that breakout room, sir. What's going on, Miss Lawson? Why are you back?
They said they don't know why I'm at their courtroom
But they need to read the register of action.
because my tickets was for invalid license or improper license and unregistered vehicle.
I understand that, and we need to call down there. And I'm just like you said, I saw the same thing, Miss Nash. They have down there. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Oden. I'll give you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Oden would like to enter a plea pursuant to the recommendation with the delayed sentence.
And you didn't, did he not get the last part?
No, you said,
About leaving the offer open and setting the trial date?
oh yeah, you said 3. Yeah, I was just thought you was saying plead guilty so I could so you
No,
could get the 3-month delay.
did you explain it? Did you explain it to him?
Do you want to go back in the breakout room? He had his mind already made up, Your Honor. Do you want to go back into the breakout room and discuss it further, or do you want to go with what you wanted to do?
Well, that's why I sent you in the breakout room. Now, keep in mind, Mr. Oden, you control the case. So you do what you want to do. But I sent you in the breakout room with a very distinguished and very smart lawyer. And I did that so that she can explain to you everything that I said to you. Now, it's up to you whether you want to take her advice or not. So do you want to take her advice?
Yes.
Or do you want to do it your way?
No, I was misunderstood. No,
Here,
I don't
go
wanna
back
do it
in,
that way.
rejoin the room.
Go back in.
And do it again. Now, keep
Okay.
in mind that even on the date of March 24th, your client can still be in the same position that he's in today, but he can't be in any worse position, and it can only get better for him, but it may not. It may be the same position he's in today. Let him know that. Let him know that so he doesn't get any expectations, but he will not be in any worse situation. All right.
Yes.
All right. Rejoin that room, sir, and speak with her if you choose to.
Yes.
All right. Go back in that room. You know how to do that?
Yeah, it just.
He's in there.
He's in. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's in there. All right. For Mr. Mr. Oliver, they want the officer in here. And I'm thinking they want the officer in here because, wait a minute, you don't have the, oh, they don't need yours.
They're probably requesting the officer to be there because what it was it was a vehicle.
No, they're not requesting the officer for you. They're requesting the offer for Mr. Lamar. Because they have an offer for you, except I don't understand. Let's see.
The ticketing officer, it was a vehicle. I was moving a vehicle that was being vandalized by some kids. It was my work vehicle at one of my properties. And it had no plate.
Hold on. Don't say anymore, all right? don't say anymore. I'm gonna get the city attorney back in here, and I'm going to, I'm gonna get you in a breakout room with the lawyer. And then you could discuss that with the lawyer. And then you'll get the opportunity to figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it, all right? Mr. Montes Gill, I have you checked in, sir. All right, now let's go back on the record with Mr. Oden. Now, Mr. Oden, are you understanding? Are you clear on what's going on now?
Yes.
Now, what does your client want to do, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, my client wishes to have a trial date, please and thank you.
Very well. Mr. Oden, I'm going to set a trial date in this matter for March the 24th, 2022 at 9 a.m., all right? Show
Yes.
that up in and we'll get some finality to that. In the meantime, you have a driver's license?
No.
Why don't you have a driver's license?
It's been it's got suspended.
You told me. Let's do this, Madam Clerk. Can you look up this case number for me, please? SP 8731523. Is this suspending his license as well? You know?
Yes, it is.
All right, what we're gonna do for this case is we're gonna waive the reinstatement fee on that case. And then I'll waive the reinstatement fees if there's any on the disregarding the red signal.
Wait, late and reinstatement?
Late and reinstatement fees, and then we're gonna set that for a formal hearing as well. So formal hearing, March 24th, 2022, 9 a.m. And then trial, March 24th, 2022, 9 a.m. And then we'll waive reinstatement fee on this one. So I'm gonna have you back. So now, if you take care of that accident thing, and I'm sure all you really need to do is set up a payment plan with them. You'll have an opportunity, waive the reinstatement fee. You'll have clearances here with these tickets. You can potentially get a driver's license and bring that back on the 24th as well.
Yes.
Mr. Lige. All right, let's go with Mr. All right, let's go way back to Mr. Lamar. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Lamar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Jalen Blaine Lamar. There's no offer, counselor, because the city attorney wants to speak to the officer about what's happening. Like I said, the officer wasn't clear on what the reckless driving was all about. Didn't put any notes in. So does your client want to plead straight up to that? Or does your client want to set a trial date?
Your Honor, I feel comfortable saying he does not want to plead as charged to that. Mr. Lamar, we're gonna need to set a trial date.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, we'll set a trial date and a formal hearing date for March the 24th, 2022. We set aside the default already and waived the reinstatement fee for the failure to stop ticket. We'll deal with it all on that date, all right?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Run his driver's license, please. I don't believe he has one now. Jalen Blaine Lamar. Miss Lakia Long, she should come to court. No, she's not here. He's restricted. All right. See you back on March 24th, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck on that, getting back in school too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it. Thank you for being so gracious.
All right, well, all right. Ms. Lawson, she's back here, and you need to call over there. We're only going by what the ROA says.
She's got other tickets for us on the 31st.
I know she does, but she's got to deal with this, unless they want us to deal with
They
this.
don't care. That's what they don't.
I know, but this is what the note says, return to Judge Holmes. So we're gonna do what they say they want to do.
And now they don't want it.
Now they don't, so let's just call for her. Sit tight now, and
That's on the notes of the file, or that's on.
that's on the notes on the ROA on the one that's in the warrant status. What's up?
Yes,
Nothing, let's see. Okay, we need offer for Oliver. You already gave him, so he's got a valid driver's license. Did you take that into consideration?
Okay, hold on.
Mr. Lies, did you do that defensive driving course?
I only did the first course, Your Honor. I tried to get on there and it wouldn't let me. I only need like 6 days to do it. I told my wife I was gonna do 2 a day, and it wouldn't let me get through, Your Honor. I keep mashing and just won't let me get through. Period.
I've heard that before.
I already been registered. It's already been paid for. It won't let me go back in at all.
Your wife, your wife hasn't had time to finish that course for you then, huh?
No, I don't want her to do it. I can do it, Your Honor. From what I see, it's only teaching you about a car, everything about a car and what if something happened, what to do. You know, I learned things from the first chapter that I didn't even know about. And I'm 52 years old, so yeah, I can just imagine what the course is about.
It teaches you about the car, but it teaches you a whole lot more about driving and all that. So
Yes, sir.
It does
sure.
teach you about the car.
Well,
So-
I'm sure of that, Your Honor.
Are you telling me that you need more time?
At least a week, Your Honor. I mean, if you can help me get it programmed, it's not programming. I can't get back into it.
Yeah, they say you gotta call the company. Let's call the case.
It has where I can it asks the question and on the first page once you hit it, don't put me inside back into it. I was already in it, Your Honor. They don't let you. I thought maybe y'all the one. I thought maybe the court's the one locked me out or something.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with the how that works. It's called a case of the City of Detroit versus Larry Lies Jr. Case number SP 119-61601. Appearance for the record, please.
Cherica Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name, sir.
Larry Lige, Lige.
All right, let's talk about why you can't get a driver's license.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have a driver's license, Your Honor.
No, you don't.
This is Larry Lige.
Larry Lies Jr. in St. Clair Shores, Michigan. And your date of birth is 11/20/1996.
69, Your Honor.
19. It's gotta be 69. You know I
Yes,
know
sir.
you. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
have a driver's license.
What, they took my license?
Violation.
My license suspended, Your Honor.
Yes, it is.
All right, one time. You're welcome. Okay, hold on.
That was I must still be on. They take your license when you drive, get a ticket while suspended. And when I got my license back,
They're taking
I
your
think they did a
license.
30-day exclusion. I had to go 30 days, didn't I?
No, I think they're taking your license for this ticket here.
Oh my God.
Case SP 11961602.
I'll take the test, Your Honor.
No, hold on a second. It doesn't have anything to do with the test right now.
Oh,
That's the ticket that is got 4 points on his license and is in default. So what I'm gonna do is I believe this is the whole reason why we asked you to take the test. So, waive the reinstatement fee, and I'm gonna set aside the default.
okay. Thank you, sir. Your Honor.
I'm gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna set a pretrial date for March the 24th.
Yes, sir.
Now, you gotta do something about getting that driving course. I would suggest you call them, and then I would suggest looking at his driving record counselor. That you go to
Romulus.
And see if you can get these.
I paid Romulus, Your Honor.
All right, well, if you paid them, I wouldn't have paid them. I would have went to court on that because you paid 4 points on your driver's license there.
So that's where the 4 points came from?
You got 4 points there and 4 points here. That's 8 points. So with 8 points, they can suspend your license for that, can't they? Ms. Harris?
I believe so, Your Honor. And I guess the question also becomes, what did he pay that was 4 points? That may have restricted or suspended his license too.
No, he just paid a speeding ticket there. He likes to go fast. If he's willing to do 72 miles an hour on the top street, I wonder what he's doing on the freeway. He must be driving one of them high performance cars. So
Your Honor, rushing to get to the airport.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not a good idea.
Don't say anything about it. I'm just giving you or he got that 2003 Chevy souped up to where it's a tuner car, one of them tuner cars, or one of them big blocks. So they told her to go back there. All right. So
you're looking into it now.
I'm giving you to March 24th, 2022. I call that thing to make sure you complete that class. And then I would try to go back to Romulus and see if you can get that responsible police set aside and work on that too, because that's a lot of points. And then we'll call you back. I waived the reinstatement fee on the speeding ticket, and I set aside the default on that speeding ticket, and I put a pretrial date for him. That should correct those 4 points here, because I think that's what the intent was, and I see that they gave him a very generous offer if he comes in here and does what he's supposed to do, and that's take the class, bring the certificate, and then tell us what you learned. Take some copious notes. Tell us what you learned. That was the deal, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
They're willing to even go all the way if he comes in and hits all the points and teaches some people some things, then we're all the way to blocking traffic on that ticket. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, I'll see you back on March the 24th, 2022. 2 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Honor.
All right. Let's see now, Mr. Oliver, I gave him an updated offer.
You done with me, Your Honor?
Yeah, I'm done with you. Have a great day, sir.
Okay, same to you. Thank you.
So I'm thinking that this is the city of Detroit versus Lee Princess Oliver, case number SP 1205526, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 1205764, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Oliver. Mr. Oliver, please state your name for the record.
Lee Prentice Oliver.
All right, so the offer is changed to pleading responsible to the no plate and pleading responsible for the defective mirror. That's going to be a total of $290 and dismiss the other 3 counts of defective equipment, driver's license suspended, and no insurance misdemeanor. You want to take that deal, sir? None of those are abstract to the Secretary of State, so there won't be any points on your driver's license. Just be a fine and we'll close it out. Or you got a right to a trial, sir. You can set it for a trial date and fight the ticket if you want. But I can also put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris if you want to discuss the matter with her, because I know you have started to discuss the matter. So you can I can put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris if you want to discuss it.
Okay, I will. I would like to go to a breakout room with her and discuss it, please. Thank you.
All right, there you go. All right, join the room, sir. All right, Ms. Lawson.
Yes.
They told, they're telling us that they told you to come back January 31st. Next Monday.
To their courthouse room?
To the courtroom, yeah, the other courtroom.
Okay.
Is that what did they tell you? Is she gone? Yep. All right. Gill. I don't see Gill. What do you see?
Gill, Montes.
Gill. I think it's how you pronounce it. Is that DeMontes Gill?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
I don't know of any other way to pronounce that.
I didn't either, but I used to watch what's the show with remember he was a teacher from the inner city school.
That's a sitcom.
I'm gonna show it to you. You will see it. It's so hilarious.
So, you have unregistered, untitled, no insurance, and an equipment violation.
Yeah.
Send that file to them.
I just made this one. They should have agreed.
Where's that lawyer that you had? Did you have a lawyer in here last time?
No, I didn't.
What happened with that felony case?
I'm currently doing HIDA for that.
All right, let's see.
You had a lawyer down, you had a representative.
Well, I don't think you have a lawyer on this case. so-
Oh, maybe on that felony case. Huh?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't see a lawyer on this case. All right. We're back on the record with Mr. Lee Prentice Oliver. Ms. Harris, I've given you an opportunity to speak with your client in the breakout room regarding the offer that was presented to him. What does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would like to set this matter for trial. However, we're also respectfully requesting that the offer would remain open.
I guess this left a bad taste in your client's mouth. He wants to get some off his chest, huh?
Well, I think something was communicated to him and he's hoping that that happens at his trial date.
All right, very well. March 24th, 2022.
Oh, wait.
March 24th, yep. 2022 at 9 a.m., sir. I'll see you back then.
Okay, does
Thank
that
you,
mean
Your
that
Honor.
does that offer still stand on March 24th?
Yeah, the offer's gonna still stand. Well, apparently, it sounds like, you know, you may probably try to hold the officer. If I was just to guess, I don't know what the communications were, but if I was just to guess, that officer probably told you to set a court date, he'll dismiss it if you got your stuff together. That's what I'm guessing, but
Correct.
I don't know. I don't know the client conversations between you and your client, but the offer will still stand. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'll see you back March 24th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you guys.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus the Montes Joseph Gill, case number 213-99712. 213-99712. 213-99731. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Gill. Mr. Gill, please state your name for the record.
How you doing? My name is Montes Gill.
All right, I have a note in the file that Mr. Gill had a related felony carrying concealed weapon charge. I said, the note says it will dismiss the plea to felony. I don't have any way of substantiating this, for what your client made the representation that he did get put on higher probation for that felony concealed weapon. So you want to speak to your client in the breakout room and then maybe you can help substantiate that?
Yes. Thank you.
Join the room, sir. All right. Let's go with who just signed in? Annette Louise. Annette Louise? You have to, connect your audio now. Okay, we're back on the record for Mr. Gill. I'm giving you an opportunity. You have a shirt on, put a shirt on.
Of course I got a shirt on, Your Honor.
Yeah, I bet. Now you're lying to me. Annette Louise. Unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning. Why
Good
are you
morning.
so late?
I actually overslept and I had to call the courthouse to get the Zoom ID number. So she just gave it to me.
Will you work midnights or something?
Yes. I work afternoons and midnight.
You got 2 jobs?
No, I usually work double shifts.
So you got a lot of money to pay this stuff off.
I'm trying to get a lot of money.
Where's Mr. Gill?
I'm sorry.
No. Mr. Gill, you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So you went and got a shirt on? All right. We're back on the record with Mr. Montes Joseph Gill. He indicates that he pled to this related felony charge. That's what I have down here, that he had a related felony. Let me make sure that it's related. I think I've already substantiated that, but let me make sure. 31/2021. All right. You got a related felony charge. So let me allow you to speak, counsel. I've given you an opportunity to speak with them in a breakout room. What's going on?
Your Honor, he indicated that he did have a registration that he could have showed today, but I'm guessing he doesn't have that particular device or phone with him so that he could download the information. But he did indicate.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, he did indicate that he did enter a plea before Judge McConaughey with regards to a CCW matter.
So I have in here, it's bound over.
So Your Honor, usually what happens on that particular docket is if you waive the exam and you're entering a plea, they still have to do it's bound over and then you come back for sentencing. I don't know if that's what he did or if that's not. I'm looking it up myself now. Yeah, it's scheduled. No.
It's sound like what I did.
He should have been sentenced already, if I got the right
Yeah,
case.
I'm sentenced already.
It's sentence hearing held, Judge Robbins.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, all right, so we'll dismiss this stuff then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pled to related felony. All right, we're gonna dismiss it, sir, all three. There's nothing further. Good luck. You have a good day. I hope you successfully complete that height of probation. Make sure your record stays clean. And next time you come to court, be dressed properly. You should have a shirt and tie on, or at least a button-down shirt on. And then the next time when you're caught like that and somebody tells you don't lie.
Most definitely. I got you, Your Honor.
All right.
Have a good day.
You as well. All right. Last but not least is Miss Annette Louise. There's a lot on here that is not on the ROA. So let's call the cases. City of Detroit. Well, let's get a date of birth.
6/9/1986.
All right. The City of Detroit versus Annette Louise Lewis, case number SP 11134448, count 1. SP 11134483, SP 12000752, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 120073, count 1. SP 12060371, SP 126040, count 1, 2, and 3. 17-355-2581 and 17-355-2582. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris on behalf of Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, please state your full name for the record.
Annette Louise Lewis.
Some of those are in warrant status.
And we respectfully request that the warrants be recalled, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to recall the warrants. And I don't have an offer, so I can get an updated offer for, or you got, some of them are in default, the civil infractions. Some of them are in default. Looks like when it rains, it pours for Miss Lewis, because it says she got pulled over 5/20/21. And then two days later, she gets pulled over again, 5/27/2021. So I don't know their allegations. So what I'll do is I'll set aside the defaults as well. I will allow your client to pay reinstatement fees up front if she chooses to, and set a trial date on these matters. Or I will call the city attorney in here to get an offer. And so you can resolve it like that, depending on what you want, what your client wants to do.
I'll be in there shortly, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you want to speak to your client now in the breakout room, or you want to wait until you get the offer?
If we could wait until we get the offer.
All right.
Only since I was also at 11 o'clock.
Too much burning.
Too much running around.
Yeah, he just was gonna delay, he paid his money, but
He's paid it, we can pull it out.
it's smooth, okay.
Don't get up and have anything else. What is the credit?
Yeah, two of them. One was not delayed,
The whole of them are paid,
yes,
so he doesn't owe any more money?
no, he didn't know any more money. Oh, I can print it already. If you want to take a look at it.
You can look at it and see. It just pulls out according to what the ROA says.
This was a walk in.
No, she's on the docket, but she has, she's on the bottom of page 845, and then the bottom and the top of page 840, bottom of page 2 and top of page 3. But she just has some other stuff that wasn't on the docket for some reason.
Very big. You just set aside these parts.
Yes.
No.
What's the deal? What's wrong with setting aside the default? They just happened this year.
She's not complete to all of them. No, and I was giving her a better deal because of what?
What does it matter what deal we give her?
Because these
default.
are civil, these are misdemeanors. So I was giving her less misdemeanors.
I'm asking, what does it matter what defaults are set aside based on the law? It has no real bearing.
She, like I said, she's still complete to it.
I don't care what you give her the plea to. I'm asking, what's the difference?
Because it was easier to be rewriting it all over. That's all.
I still don't understand what you're saying. You're writing the same thing.
No, if these were, they were still defaulted, I wouldn't have to deal with them at all. I just deal with just these. Now I gotta write these and write these. I was giving her a better deal because of the civil infractions. You know,
You would be giving her a better deal.
Huh?
You would be giving her a better deal on the misdemeanors, correct?
Right.
But she would be probably spending more money because she would have to pay all of those civil infractions. So to her, it's not really a better deal. And then to her, it's definitely not a better deal because all these civil and few of these civil infractions have points to them. They were all only setting aside the failure to stop. That's not in default, but it is in default, but it doesn't seem like it triggered any late fees. That happened this year. The no plates happened this year. The failure to turn curve, that's a point ticket. That happened this year. Failure to signal, failure to signal or turn or leaving or tell you to turn on leaving curve, that has points and that's in default, but it's obviously just recently in default because there's no extra fines and costs to that. And then she has no proof of insurance that is in default that has resulted in extra fines and costs for the same day as the failure to stop. So I don't know how they're assessing those. Then the improper equipment is in default with no extra fines and costs. So it's all very recent stuff. Actually, it just went into default 12/7/2021. And then again, we're talking about a situation where the civil and where the misdemeanors have not gone in default and they have not done something. So I don't know if that tells me that she properly, this is one of those instances where you make a court date for the misdemeanors and the civil infractions just don't ride along with it, which I don't understand why
It's a
not.
separate ticket.
But it's written on the same date. You know, it's
They're
just
separate tickets, so they don't see it.
I know, and that's the problem with how these things work, and I don't like that. Because I understand that it's her responsibility, but you know, the people are thinking, hey, I set a court date. And this all happened on the same day. Why do I have to set a court date for the civil infractions and for the misdemeanors? When they enter them into the system, they should see that entering the stuff into the system. That's how I see it. Do you have comment on that, Ms. Harris?
No comment. I actually agree.
Of course you're gonna agree.
No, and it's not something it's something that's just simple logic. Like, you know, if a person sets a court date for a misdemeanor that's higher than a civil infraction, somebody should see there that, oh, well, she got all these tickets on at the same transaction or occurrence. Why am I setting a court date for this and not setting a court date for all of them?
You know, it's the court that you are part of.
That we're all a part of, but I don't understand. Well, I'm gonna bring that up to the chief judge. I'll do that. So maybe he can
I think another layer to that is sometimes it's just like Mr. Goss was saying, the tickets, because they're separate, they're taken apart and they may be processed differently.
But when they go into the system, obviously they're going into the system. Yeah, maybe they don't have that other ticket in front of them.
And it may not have been entered by the time they do the court date for the misdemeanor.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. If they're individual tickets, I see what you're saying.
It shouldn't be that way, because if an officer gives tickets on the same date, in theory, you would think they're turning them all in at the same time.
How are those tickets included?
These are all.
Hold on here to case initiation. You can ask them.
They're generated on the computer, but how is the misdemeanor? Are the misdemeanors the different count, or then the civil infraction? Let me see. I can see that.
No, they can be on the same ticket.
No, these are
different.
Okay, I see. So one is this one is written because there's three civil infractions on one ticket, and then so they can't put but three counts on one ticket. Then the other misdemeanor is on a separate count. But that needs to be brought up because I don't like that. It's kind of unnecessarily. Now here's on the ones misdemeanors that she had a warrant status. She had a civil infraction on that, and she paid that civil infraction and the related costs that go with that. So there's got to be a way to better do that for the civil infractions. What does your driver's record look like outside of these cases, Ms. Lewis? Run her driver's. What does your driver's record look like?
As far as like my tickets?
Yeah, and anywhere else? Do you run around getting tickets all over the place or what?
No, I know I had got a ticket in Ferndale a few years back, probably like 2020. And I think that was it. I only have had something in Ferndale.
Oh, it's in the end.
I guess I do understand, just like everybody else keeps driving without driver's license. Run her driver's license, please. Let's see what her driver's license looks like. How's the driver?
How many pages?
It's one, two, three, 4, 5, 6 pages. First 2 pages don't seem to be anything but driving while license suspended, no insurance, defective equipment. It just appears that Miss Louise doesn't like to handle her business. Here's the movement violation of disobeying the traffic control device. Another moving violation for speeding. So it really appears that your client just doesn't want to handle her business. Some things that are just show up to court and she would have a driver's license. And probably not have any points because she can go to court and they'll more than likely give her a blocking traffic for a lot of this stuff and it wouldn't be any points on her license. So I don't know how many points you have. I guess I can count them up. I don't know how many points have dropped off, so I'm not even gonna get into that.
No, I offer no points.
Oh, so you won't have any points today. Let's see what the offer is. All right. The offer is pleading to, one count of failure, amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license for the, no ops ticket. That'll be a $240 fine. Pleading responsible to, you might as well say it, honestly. So, pleading responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic for 2 of the tickets. That's $175 each. Pleading to no plate. That's a,
I'm sorry, you said no plate?
yeah, for no plate. The no plate ticket is,
Like
still
meaning I was driving with no license plate on my car?
it's a registration or plate violation, meaning that even if you had a plate on your car, it wasn't valid. So that I get her back down to the original cost of that ticket. It appears to be $110. Then a defective windshield ticket, $120. So then dismissing the other counts. You got that, Ms. Harris? I got 240, 175, 175, 120. And then the no plate, let's go to the screen. SP 1200-6522.
Bless you.
Let's waive the late fee and waive the reinstatement fee on that.
No reinstatement, but I wait.
No reinstatement fee.
I don't see it.
Right, that goes from. Oh, so it's gonna be 170 for the no plate ticket. So no plate is 170. Effective windshield is 120. The amended count of 2 counts of blocking traffic is a 175 apiece. And then the other one is $240. And then for the reinstatement fees, I'll waive the warrant fees on the other tickets. And you will be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees, which I see you would have 4 of those. So 4 reinstatement fees would be another $180. So if my math is correct,
Are any of those paid?
she paid a no proof of insurance ticket, which is on the 2 unregistered, untitled, and no ops ticket. She paid a no proof of insurance. The 2 are in warrants you have down here that you will dismiss those tickets upon the plea, and you will I'll waive the warrant fee, and then she'll have to pay the reinstatement fee. That's the only one I see that she's paid. So let me finish doing the calculation. Do it all over again. 180 plus 170 plus 120 plus 175 plus 175 plus 240 equals $1,060.
Yeah, so she paid, she paid one. I would dismiss another one.
Locking truck?
No.
No plates?
Yeah,
No plates, defective
Can you
windshield?
dismiss the misdemeanor?
The misdemeanors, oh, well, she dismissed the misdemeanor?
Didn't she pay the civil on, didn't she pay the civil on that ticket?
No, it's already
she didn't pay the-
dismissed.
She didn't pay the civil on that ticket. That ticket was, one of the, ones that she got failure to stop or something like that.
I would dismiss another defense defective windshield.
See, he says he'll dismiss the defective windshield, so that saves her another $120. That's $940.
You'll dismiss the misdemeanor, Mr. Goss. Is that what you were saying? So that we can help her get her license and reinstate it and keep it?
I can do allowing, but I'm not gonna dismiss all of her misdemeanors. I give her allowing, so she can, it will help her get a license back.
Well, it's not gonna matter. It may not matter. If the, allowing will, it'll be the misdemeanor won't be on your record, so you can come out of here potentially with no misdemeanor record and save another $240. So that would be another, that means you would owe $820. Well, no, you won't. You will owe the same 1060.
No, minus the
Minus that, so you'll owe
940, I think you believe, that's what you said.
$940.
Okay.
I'll give her time to pay the reinstatement fees up front. She does that, she get clearances, and I'll give her time to pay the other stuff.
I have no objection to the service.
And then she could do community service if she likes, but it sounds like she's working pretty heavy, double shifts, so I don't know if that is possible.
Yeah, but community service, I can try if I make my own schedules.
That's up to you. I'll give you $20 an hour toward the community service, so I don't know how much you get paid an hour at your job. You do the math, but at least with the community service, it'll get some satisfaction with helping somebody out in the community.
Okay.
Some way, shape, or form. What would you like to do? Or you could set it off for a trial date.
I can do some community service.
You want to speak to her in a breakout room?
Sure.
I'll be there.
Speak to the attorney in the breakout room, please.
Okay.
All right, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak with the lawyer in the breakout room. Ms. Harris, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, at this time, we are going to ask that the offer remain open and have these matters set for trial and or formal hearing.
All right. I guess I'll let everybody else offer stay open.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, trial and formal hearing. March 24, 2022, 9 a.m. I've set aside the defaults on the stuff. It should be. Pay those reinstatement fees up front.
Okay, so I just go online to pay those?
No, you come down to the court and you tell the, clerk that I told you you can pay the reinstatement fees up front. I'm gonna waive the, late fees and reinstatement fees for all the civil infractions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And, ma'am, are you registered to vote?
Yes.
I encourage you to, if you don't already, to get involved in the process and go out there and exercise your right to vote.
Yes.
Let your voice be heard, no excuses, because we're seriously falling behind the 8 ball. But I waived the late fees and reinstatement fees. So come down to the court, tell the cashier at the window that I said you can pay those reinstatement fees. There's a total of $180 in reinstatement fees. That should potentially get your license back reinstated. I don't know if it's if you have any other issues down here. But at the end of the day, if you have any other issues out in any other jurisdiction, but that'll at least get you clearances here at the 36th District Court.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day, ma'am.
You also, thanks.
All right. That seems like that'll do it for